Thank you very much.
How will you celebrate? And what have you received present-wise?
I still not too many present. I think the most important is to be here and work and be happy. And I think I am happy to be here, and I hope to celebrate tomorrow with a good performance and 3 points.
It's good news on the team news front with Tottenham back in first team training and unrivalled training outdoors. Do you predict Toby will be available for Juventus?
I think we need to be cautious with him, because I think still we need to assess every day. I don't believe that can be ready for Juventus. But yes, happy because Sean is back again, and maybe is available for tomorrow to play.
Will your team selection for the Huddersfield game have one eye on the Juventus game?
No, the two eyes is focusing in the game against Huddersfield. For us, is the most important game. I think it's so important 3 points to be in the battle for the top 4, and I think we cannot think in the game after. We need to be focused and ready to compete, and will be tough because Huddersfield is in a position that need point too, and for us the most important game is tomorrow.
The weather's been quite bad recently. How has it affected your preparations this week?
No, not too much. I think in the way that we work, is of course that it's a little bit difficult, but I think the facilities that we have allowed us to carry on with the same plan, and that is the advantage when you are in a club like Tottenham with these amazing facilities.
On Wednesday night, the VAR dominated the headlines. It overshadowed Fernando Llorente's hat-trick somewhat. In the past, some critics have said that you're over-reliant on Harry Kane. Do you have extra confidence that given Fernando Llorente's form now that's not the case now?
Look, for me, every competition is completely different, and it's not related with another. Of course, that all the headline was for the VAR, and then for the team, because I think on the second half we were focused and tried to play football and win the game. But of course, every player have the possibility to play is important, and I think now we have all nearly fit, and it's true that it's difficult to pick only 18 players. But yes, happy for Fernando, because to build his confidence is important, and then he needs to be ready in the case that we wanted to play again with him, of course.
After Arsenal's defeat last night, City look ever closer to the title. Do you now believe that it's 4 teams fighting out for the other 3 places now?
Of course, that Manchester City is in a very good position now, and they are so close to win the title. And of course that we are in behind, and we need to fight a lot with different teams to try to achieve the top 4, because it will be so important for the next season. And yes, of course that will be a battle until to the end, and we know very well that we need to be consistent. It's true that after our defeat against Manchester City, we are in a run, I think 16 games unbeaten. But I think that is what we need to do, be consistent and win games, and try to finish in the best condition possible, and try to get the one place for the Champions League the next season.
With 10 games to go, how many points do you think it will take?
I don't know, because it's so difficult to guess. The most important, I think, is every possibility that you have to play games on Premier League, try to win. And now it's up to us, because we are in a position that we are in the top 4. But yes, we feel and we think that will be tough to fight, because in another places are teams that are important clubs with very good players, and teams that can fight with you too. But I think we are in a good form, and we need to keep this.
Mauricio, you've been very full of praise for Jan Vertonghen and Moussa Dembele recently. Their contracts are up in the summer of 2019, so less than 18 months to go. Are talks underway new contracts or talks planned?
I do know that for different players that I don't like to talk about because on the end are rumors and I think you after nearly 4 years you understand that I am not going to talk about this situation.
But from a personal point of view, do you want them to stay at the club?
I don't want to say nothing. That is that is rumors that I am not going to talk.
Just a final one from me, and it goes back to VAR. You said on Wednesday you'd be open to judge and analyse to make VAR better. What ideas do you have to make it better?
I think it's so difficult to talk now in this moment or to explain how we feel after Wednesday game. But of course, with the people, if the people in charge want to talk with us, of course that we are open to help the VAR and to settle better and help on the end of football. But only I can say that and can be open if the people that are in charge want to talk with us.
But there's nothing specific in mind that you have that could make it better at the moment?
No, I think many things that, of course, that we talk after Wednesday or before Wednesday. But I think I prefer to explain to the people rather first to the people that are in charge than to express my opinion or ideas in public.
Mauricio, early in the season we spoke about Wembley and you never worried about the home form. Do you think that now with 10 games unbeaten at Wembley, it could be the home form that helps you reach your target this season?
No, I think the problem always is about the perception and the reality. And when always that I in front of you, I try to talk about the reality, not about perception. Because in the end, who have all the information and be close to be right is from us, because we manage all the circumstance and the situation. And yes, Wembley was the perception that was so difficult for the team to cope with the pressure or the situation, the new situation for the team. But always I told you that Wembley wasn't the problem. The problem was us to adapt ourselves in the new stadium. And yes, now we are in a situation that we feel like home on Wembley, and the player feel very comfortable there, and we are so happy. I think it's the player deserve a full credit for the season that we are doing, because to move for one hand lane after an amazing season or the best season in the history of the club, and all the stress that happened in the moment that you move, all the stress that for our supporter too. And I think today to stay in 3 competitions and play in the way that we play, and with the possibility maybe on the end to achieve the thing that you want, I think no one expect from the beginning of the season that today we are in this situation. And yes, I am so happy. We'll see how we finish. I think we need to believe. We need to go step by step, and next game is tomorrow. Will be so important.
Do you think that your players are more mature than their years, given the journey that they've gone on together?
Yes, and me, 1 year more today. I am an older man now, and I think yes, of course. Was so young the team. After our first season, I think we made a lot of changes, not only in the philosophy about to move players too, and of course we are more mature now. More mature doesn't mean that we have players with 30-year-old. It's about to be all together, to develop the philosophy that we want, to feel comfortable in the dynamic of the club. I think we was all new, and when you are going to build something in the way that we took the way, and always you need time. You need time and belief and faith and be consistent and be strong and never feel frustrated. Because it's a way that maybe the most difficult way, but it's the most exciting way too.
In terms of Huddersfield next and newly promoted sides, what have you made of the teams that have come up into the Premier League this season?
Sorry, is
the new teams in the Premier League this season, the ones that got promoted, how have you assessed them compared to previous years with the new teams?
I think it's every season. I think the team that promote from the championship, I think are every season more stronger and show more quality. And I think Huddersfield is a very good team with a lot of quality. Very good manager. I like him. And of course, will be tough. And I think every season is tougher and tougher. No, it's increasing the level on the Premier League and the team that came from Championship. No?
Mauricio, hello.
Hello.
VAR didn't work on Wednesday night. You called it a little embarrassing. That means it's not, surely shouldn't be used at the World Cup then in the summer, should it?
I don't know. It's not my decision, but of course that first half was I think I don't need to repeat, but I think was a little bit embarrassing. All the people that love football to watch this spectacle, I think, didn't help. The system didn't help football, didn't help the spectacle, and I think was a little bit embarrassing. But I believe that we can do better. We can help, and of course we'll see what happens in the. I don't know. Maybe it's so rushed to take some decision for the next season here, but I think we need to try to help, and we need to try to all together to find a way to assist better to the referees and to be right and try no lose time or stop the game in the way that was stopping last Wednesday.
But the World Cup's the biggest competition in the world. I mean, it surely has to be working properly before you put it in that venue.
Yes, it's a massive competition, football competition and business. And I am not that is going to say yes or not. Or I think my opinion is not important. But I hope that the World Cup will be exciting like always, and with mistake or no mistake. But I think how I understand football is trying to help the referees. But we'll see what happens. It's not my decision. I'm not going to suffer, and I am going to be in holidays and preparing the next season, and I try to enjoy what happened in the World Cup.
Danny Rose started left back on Wednesday night. He was your first choice left back last season. What's he got to do to become your first choice left back again?
Oh, I think you are wrong. I have 24, 25 players that are my first choice. And then I pick players during the season, what the player believes that can do better job or can be in a better form, or sometimes when we need to give rest or rotate, and trying to always to provide the balance to the team. But that is a wrong perception, but not from you, if not for the fans too, because the people believe sometimes, but not only here in Tottenham, in all the club, that the manager have one first choice, a second choice, and I think when we design the squad, we are always thinking in 25 players that can play, and players that we believe that can play on the starting 11, and we put all the player in a position to compete for a position. But for me, all the players are important. Who play more, who play less. Luka Walker-Peters play 10 minutes and score, and he's so happy, and he will be so important maybe on the end of the season, on the next games. You never know. Some player can get injured. Always is so important to show respect to the 25 player and the younger that are in the academy, with the possibility of knocking the door to try, hey, come on, we are here if you Gafa, you want me, I am ready, no? And that is so important.
And Eric Dyer played centre back on Wednesday. In your opinion, what's his best position?
For me, Eric is, I think that I remember always Carlos Salvador Vilardo that say the player that have more value that the player that can play in different positions on the pitch. And that was in 1986, 1990 in different World Cup. And how important was this mentality, because to have the possibility to have players that can play and keep the same performance and the same level in different positions, that is a massive value in a player. For me, Eric today can play like a midfielder or like a central back or like a right back, and he's going to perform as well. Do you know why? Because he's here. It's in his mind. It's about mentality. Football is about mentality, being positive, and then you can adapt your characteristics. If you're training and you want, all is possible.
And the last one, please.
Lucas Moura played very well tonight. Obviously, you've been working hard on his fitness to get him up to the levels of the others. Is he near enough to be able to start Premier League matches yet?
Yes, of course, he's going to have the possibility, sure, from now to until of the season. It's true that maybe he need to adapt still his quality on the team. It's true that maybe today we are so focusing to try to build his fitness and try to adapt his characteristics on the team. He was in the last years a player from Paris Saint-Germain that is a complete different demand or standard or different philosophy than here. And here, yes, we are trying to help him. He's a player that when he go forward is capable of everything because have a amazing quality and then he need to be more involved and more commitment with the team when we don't have the ball, no? And this situation is we are helping him because that is about training, it's about understand position and to be capable to make efforts with the ball and without the ball. But I think we are so happy in the way that he's adapting himself in the team.
Have you been pleased with the kind of the physical side of his game? He's not just a winger, as it is.
Sorry?
Have you been pleased? It's not just a winger. Have you been pleased with how he's kind of adapted to the physical side of the English game so far?
To Lucas. Yes, of course that it's not easy for him to move in now in the transfer window in winter and everything is new and his family, his little baby and all change. Your world change when you move from Paris to London, and then to know your teammate, how the coaching staff think, how your manager is, if he's shocked with you or is serious with you, or no, it's always it's not easy. We try to make him easy life with sample advices and concept, but of course the priority is to build his fitness and that him feel free to play, and every time that he have the possibility to play, show his quality.
Just a general one about contracts. Last season, a lot of the new contracts came before Christmas. Is there a danger, kind of, if any come now, that it's a bit of a distraction? Is it something maybe that's going to be pushed towards the summer?
No, all the players have contract with us. Next season, all the players have contract for the next season. Another longer, another shorter, but of course that Daniel Levy is aware about that and is going to take the decision that will be better for the club and will be better for the club, for the team, and for our interest, sure, like always.
Thank you. We have the cameras off.
Thank you.